The metaverse has become a popular buzzword in the financial markets, so much so that Facebook actually rebranded itself to Meta Platforms to reflect its new strategic direction. Because of this, many would easily agree that the metaverse is a planned successor of the internet. This sounds fascinating, but how can you secure a slot in this area? This is where metaverse stocks come in. Metaverse stocks are an accessible way to invest in the metaverse, and there are many to choose from. However, which one is the most promising? Hey, welcome to Stock Market. Today we'll do a review on Round Hill Ball's Metaverse ETF. Should you buy it? Or are you better off with the other options? Also, what are the pros and cons of this stock? Well, stick around to find out. Before we get into it, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to help us beat the YouTube algorithm. If you're done with that, then let's get right into it. If you've heard of the metaverse, then you probably encountered the first ever metaverse stock, the Round Hill Ball Metaverse ETF. Round Hill Ball Metaverse ETF is catching the eyes of investors today as extra interest is placed on metaverse ETFs. However, before we get too technical, we should cover the basics first. We can't just talk about things you're not too familiar with. First of all, what are metaverse stocks? As mentioned before, metaverse stocks are an accessible way to invest in the metaverse, and many experts are optimistic about their growing value. Some analysts believe the metaverse will continue to grow and become a part of our daily lives as the demand for virtual reality experiences increases. Investors can acquire part ownership in a metaverse company by buying metaverse stocks. Nobody knows which metaverse platforms will be successful. Metaverse advocates expect that the metaverse will evolve into a fully immersive alternate reality, in which users will be able to work, interact, shop, and spend most of their time. Facebook changed its name to Meta in 2021 and brought metaverse investing into the mainstream when it announced it was investing $10 billion to build its metaverse. But before Meta, the Roblox Gaming Corporation released its immersive cyberworld back in 2016. By end of 2021, Roblox had become a go-to metaverse platform, boasting nearly 50 million daily players. Beyond gaming and social media platforms, metaverse investors can also purchase stocks of software, 3D design, and tech companies involved in the metaverse. For example, the software company Unity is a popular metaverse investment because some predict that Unity's immersive 3D gaming engines may power the metaverse. Software companies Autodesk and Nvidia are also popular metaverse stocks. Experts predict their computing and design tools, which developers use to design 3D worlds, could help build the infrastructure of the metaverse. Metaverse skeptics believe that the metaverse is a buzzword, gimmick, or passing marketing and branding trend. Whether you believe the metaverse is here to stay or a passing fad will play a large part in your desire to put your money into one or more of their stocks. Pros and cons of metaverse stocks. Metaverse stocks, like any other stock, can be a profitable method to invest in an industry or company with great growth potential. However, there are drawbacks to investing in metaverse stocks, such as risk and time-consuming research and purchase processes. Before you buy metaverse stocks, let's discuss the pros and cons that come with it. Pros. Affordable options. You can easily purchase shares of some huge metaverse stocks with the help of a brokerage. With that, you can buy it in a small amount. Exciting possibilities. New tech is all over the place, and investors who want a slice of it are surely going to find metaverse stocks thrilling. While all stock investing carries risk, and it's impossible to predict a stock's future gain or loss, Bloomberg analysts estimate that the metaverse will grow to be worth nearly $80 billion by 2024, up from their $478.7 billion 2020 valuation. Wide range of selections. Many of the metaverse's contributors, such as Amazon and Microsoft, are already well known in the fields of technology, and they have a track record of developing huge successful tech products. If your investment budget doesn't allow you to invest in large corporations, you could instead invest in less expensive companies. Cons. Loss potential. Investing in any stock is risky, but metaverse stocks are particularly riskier. The metaverse is still developing, and a metaverse company's value can grow or decrease without warning. If you funnel a large amount of money into a single tech company's stock, you could lose it in a snap. Unsure future loss. The metaverse's digital economy is expected to be built on blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies, with people trading digital currencies and assets like virtual land. Blockchain is a shared, secure, and traceable ledger that uses data to assign unique values to intangible assets. Because blockchain is a relatively new technology, the Securities and Exchange Commission is still grappling with how to regulate blockchain-based investments. Metaverse investing exposes you to some of the same risks as the currencies it's being built on because increased regulations could foreseeably lower investor and user interest. Time-consuming research. While investing in individual stocks should always involve substantial upfront research, investing in cutting-edge, speculative tech like the metaverse and cryptocurrency requires even more time and analysis. As an alternative to researching and picking individual metaverse stocks, consider buying shares in diversified metaverse funds. One example is our stock of the day, Round Hill Ball Metaverse ETF. This is a passively managed exchange-traded fund whose holdings include the major companies Nvidia, Roblox, Microsoft, Unity, Amazon, and Autodesk. Now that you've learned the basics and have weighed out the pros and cons, we think you're ready to meet the stock of the day, the Round Hill Ball Metaverse ETF, or Meta. Not surprisingly, it didn't take long for an ETF issuer to jump on the trend and launch a fund that emulates the metaverse in a single portfolio. The Roundhill Ball Metaverse ETF, or Meta, offers investors a holistic approach to investing in metaverse stocks across a spectrum of themes. Its performance is designed to closely mirror the performance of the Ball Metaverse Index over time, which is around 95% or more. Roundhill Investments launched the Meta ETF on 30th June 2021. The management claims that it consists of a tiered-weight portfolio of globally listed companies who are actively involved in the metaverse. The ETF had a difficult time keeping pace with the broad market on October 2021. However, consistent with the recovery among its top holdings, the ETF has set robust upward momentum returning since then. Meta's top 3 holdings. The top 6 holdings within the ETF account for about 44.5% of the fund's total holdings. The Nvidia Corporation stock and Roblox Corporation stock are its most significant holdings. Both stocks account for 21.1% of its total holdings. Nvidia is the undisputed leader in the data center DGPU and consumer DGPU markets, and this just makes Meta sound way more legit. Next up is Roblox. Roblox is a very popular gaming metaverse. It's probably the only one that can qualify itself as a gaming metaverse among its gaming peers. Meta ETFs management has 7 overarching themes that help it to define its fund strategy. Roblox fulfills many of them. While still in the early innings, Roblox has already built a successful platform. Its platform has successfully combined unique identities, immersive experiences, user-generated content, and a fully functional economy running on its own virtual currency, Robux. In addition, Roblox and Epic Games are both rushing to reach 1 billion monthly active users. Rounding up to the top 3 is Microsoft. Perhaps investors who have grown up with the king of software might consider it an old-school stock. So why is it still relevant in the metaverse? Microsoft is a highly formidable competitor to lead companies successfully into the metaverse. Therefore, we agree that it should comprise a significant role in any metaverse strategy. Consequently, we are not surprised that it occupies the 3rd spot in Meta ETF's top holdings. Meta portfolio composition. While Meta favors large and mega-cap stocks, its holdings in the technology and communication services industries are quite varied. In the portfolio, no single theme is overrepresented. Obviously, there are gaming platforms such as Roblox where people will be hanging out. The social network platforms such as Facebook, which will also include gaming and communication experiences, have a smaller weight, but they nevertheless have an impact. Then there are the companies that offer much of the metaverse's graphics, interfaces, and communication tools. The fund's largest holding is Nvidia, while Unity Software, Microsoft, and Taiwan Semiconductor also appear in the top 10. The fund's holdings are concentrated among 40 companies. While it's still focused on the metaverse, this is primarily a technology ETF. Surprisingly, Meta has a lower correlation with traditional tech-focused funds than most would expect. It has a correlation factor of between 0.75 and 0.80 with the Invesco QQQ Trust and the Technology Select Sector SPDR ETF. Its highest correlation is with the First Trust Dow Jones Internet Index ETF at roughly 0.88. For a fund that gained more than $400 million in total assets within its first 5 months, Meta surely sounds promising. On top of that, Meta's top holdings are huge and indisputable companies, and this makes the ETF trustworthy. However, in the end, it's your money, so you get the last call. But before dropping the big investment, always remember to do your due diligence. Well, that's about it for today. If you found the video helpful, kindly click the like and subscribe button. Also, you might want to leave a comment below. We love hearing from you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, you're going to want to watch one of these 2 videos right here. Enjoy!